What's up? It's your girl. We're almost to the lake for Hope's birthday. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Gonna see some of the girls. Gonna see Trent. It's been a long drive. It was supposed to take 5-ish hours, a little bit over 5. And then there was an accident on the interstate. It didn't look great. I'm not gonna lie. They had to bring in a helicopter. And I don't know if they actually life funded someone or if it was too far gone. The fire looked bad. I don't know. Sat there for an hour and still nothing. Eventually turned around and got back on the road. And I'm now on the way. Hoping the cake is not thawing. 10 miles an hour to turn right on Road 8. Road 8. Okay. Trying to upload this other video, and it's like, you don't have enough data. Whatever. I was like, the whole point of uploading to YouTube is so I can delete the videos off of my camera roll. But now it's like all the attachments that I've sent through text messages and stuff, and so I was going through those. And I found some of my first like KTC strikes and stuff. And the video I'm uploading is me doing some thoracic strikes, and so I'm curious to go back and watch the difference between now and back then. I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot of change. I hope there's a change. I hope it's faster. I hope it's more fluid. I hope it's mostly faster. I found some of Logan's old videos, and I just need to watch those more because he is so fast with it. And the one thing people have been saying, I've been getting like, oh wow, Kaylee, you're a good adjuster. And I was like, wow, thank you. On the flip side of that, people are also, people are saying, oh yeah, that's good. But then they're also saying it's slow. I cannot be slow. I cannot be slow. Slow is the most, it doesn't hurt, but it's not great, you know? So, definitely need to work on that. We are at, I think, 15 people so far this try, which doesn't seem like a lot, but in 4 weeks, that's almost 4. So that's almost 1 a day in school. Which for school is not bad. Would I like it to be more? Yes. I was more just genuinely curious because going on the mission trip and then coming back to school and seeing people that are only doing school, and we have boards coming up, so it's like really, I don't know, like hyperactive. I don't know if that's the right word, but this is all we've worked, boards up until now has been all of our anatomy classes, all of our biochem, all of our pathology, all of our phys, everything for the past 1.5 years has now been building for this one exam. I'm the least worried about it because it has been hammered in our head. And we just have to get a 50% to pass? Are you joking? A 50%. If I knew that as a patient, I would pray they were working on their art outside of school, because love us, appreciate us, we are putting in work. School's not for the weak. It's not easy. But also, the exam I took today, I read through the information once. I'm praying I don't get pulled over. I don't think this is a cop behind me, so we may go slow until they pass us. But like I read through the information once. I started studying on Monday, and I got through the first page of notes from Monday through Wednesday. It was not until Thursday that the day before today. It was not until yesterday that I started actually looking and reading the notes. And what I'm gathering, especially for this, hold on, I gotta check maps here. Oh no, I quit. Oh no, how much of that did I not grab? I bet when I exited out, it stopped recording. Wow, okay, well, long story short, what I've learned is that time is money, and your time is valuable. People value their time. I value my time. What I've learned through the exam up until today is that for boards, for everything else thus far, not necessarily for classes, but for boards, my approach is to read through the packets. I need a 50% to pass. I can get a 50%. Are you joking? This brain over anatomy, but you can see me. I get to see the grid. 50% to pass. Okay. The cheap tits. Some of these cars look freakishly like beanies. Packets. Read through them. Reading through them. I need a 50% to pass. Cake. Okay. People are worried they're not going to pass. I'm not worried. I'm truly not worried. I'm a little bit worried the fact that I'm taking mine late, and so it's going to be more in the swing of like school, because a lot of professors, I don't know if they try to wait or if they're just naturally waiting until like after boards, but a ton of people, some people are taking it this weekend, a ton of people are taking it next weekend, and then after next weekend is like we have a couple tests next week, but then after next weekend, everyone is giving exams. Like that's when midterms kind of sort of start. I say midterms loosely. The middle month of the trial. I'm in June, July's next. That's the month that every single fucking weekend I'm doing something. Going to a Gonstead seminar. Stoked, very excited. Gonna see Dr. Poe, gonna have a great time, I'm so excited. Dr. Poe. Met with Dr. Tallman. Damn, a mile. Okay. Met with Dr. Tallman yesterday night in the just artistry night. Oh my gosh. It is so cool watching, feeling, participating in an adjustment where the doctor and the patient are like connected energetically. And that sounds fruity, but vibes, people always talk about vibes. Vibes are real. You can tell when someone walks into the room and they're pissed. They've had a bad day. You can tell. You can tell when someone just got like the news of their life. When they just found out they're pregnant. When they just found out they got a raise. When they found out that they got the scholarship. Or, literally whatever. You can tell people's moods based on their vibes. Vibes are energy. It's energy. It's frequencies. Atoms at the most basic level are just frequencies. They're vibrating at a frequency. Words that we say, things that we do, thoughts that we think have their own frequency. And as crazy as it sounds, if you are a chiropractor practicing your art, you can feel those. You can feel when your body is being drugged into this direction by your patient's body. People always ask me, how did you know it was there? Part of me didn't. I didn't know. I did my quick scan and then immediately was drawn up here. I have nothing to say to you other than your innate was talking to my innate. And I'm going to allow that communication to happen, that coordination to happen. Because the adjustments that I have received that have been the most impactful have been the ones linked with a connection and coordination with the doctor at hand. I respect him. I love him. He takes time and he has helped me through so much. And not even, yes, verbally, but the verbal portion happened after the adjustment. And she deals in that, like, wholeheartedly. I don't know if I will full dive into that as much as she has, but I got to adjust her jaw, and it's very similar to like craniosacral work, where a patient kind of like leans in if it feels good. Like babies, they lean in if it feels good, like they actively release it themselves. She does more like verbal, this is what I'm picking up, this is like, the jaw tends to, like, because she did my jaw, and she's like, I'm feeling it on the right. The jaw tends to be like, you're holding something, like you are physically holding your tongue. I'm feeling like I'm getting that it's more of a female person in your life. Not mother, not grandma, not sister, like not familial, but female friend maybe, I don't know. And she's like, you can tell me if I'm totally wrong. This is just what I'm kind of picking up. I mean, she's been doing this for 13 years. And sometimes this sounds like woo-woo, but we did an exercise at this one seminar where the patient on the table would think of an emotion. Think of a time that made them feel a certain emotion. Okay, think of something that made you sad, like really sad, like grieving, sad. The patient on the table would think about that, we'd give them a moment, let it settle into their tissue. We as docs would go in, place our hands on their tissue, feel what that emotion felt like. The leader would say, okay, now feel anger, fear, feel happiness, like pure joy. When was the time that you were the most excited in your life? And we feel it, and the tissue changed. The biggest difference, the one that I felt it the most, was honestly going from happy to fear. I got the chance to palpate a female. Didn't know her personally. I don't know her from school. She goes to a different school and just come up from the seminar. And he had just gotten done feeling happy on this one person. We switch people, and he says, okay, if you're safe enough and if you're comfortable enough, I want you to think of something that made you scared. Genuinely fearing for your life, scared. There's a coyote. I said, okay. Put my hands on her body, and it was like sparky, like it did not want me in there at all. So this stuff matters. The emotional piece matters. Subluxations happen through traumas, toxins, and thoughts. Thoughts, traumas, and toxins. The 3 T's. Traumas are what everyone thinks of. Injuries. Sprain your ankle. Get into a car crash. Bend over lifting a box up. Ow, my back hurts. Traumas. Toxins. Stuff you're eating. Stuff you're taking. Whether it's medications and you just stuff you don't feel good, and it's affecting your cellular level. Toxins. Thoughts is kind of the tricky one. How much time do you spend with the patient? She charges by time. $60, 15 minutes. Not that I don't believe thoughts can't cause subluxations, or that I shouldn't be listening to the body, because I want to, and I do. But the level that she goes, one, is incredible. It is one of the coolest things I have ever witnessed. I mean, even today, normally this side of my face, like, scrunches more. When I smile, this side of my mouth will rise up more, and I've felt more, I've caught myself doing that, like, not the release, but just doing that more, recognizing that I hold that quiet note in my jaw, specifically the right side. It was so cool. Adjusting her, obviously a little nervous, you know, you're adjusting the person that's leading the entire thing. But sitting there, feeling like her muscles, and being like, okay, and just what she does is she asks the body's questions. Is it this? Is it this? Is it this? Is it anterior? Is it posterior? Is it abdomen? You know, is it upper body? Is it lower body? Okay, does it need to go A to P? Does it need to go P to A? Does it need to go I to S? S to I? Does it need torque? Like, she's just asking the body questions, and then you can tell when something feels right, that needs adjusted A to P. Can't explain it. It's just, you're going through all the thoughts, going through all the options in your head, and eventually, and one of them is like, that's the one. That's the one I do. Okay. Trust it. Lean into it. That is the art of chiropractic. Is hands-on manual adjusting. There's something special about touching another human and creating a container, facilitating healing. We do not do the healing. The thrust does not do the healing. The adjustment doesn't do the healing. I think it makes room for the healing, creates a clear path for the brain to talk to the body and the body to talk to the brain, clears the highway, traffic is free to flow. But it's innate that is healing our body. Our bodies heal themselves. And how freaking cool is that? We have everything we need in us. As long as we're eating right and getting enough sleep, exercising well, motion is lotion, like, as long as we're just doing the basics of healthy living, which already is above and beyond what a ton of people are doing. That's a whole nother soapbox, but like, is that not just crazy? We have everything that we need to fix ourselves. And somewhere along the line we were taught that somewhere along the line we were taught that it's normal to be in pain. It's not normal. It's common. A ton of people are in pain, but that's not normal. Your body shouldn't be in pain. You shouldn't wake up with pain. You shouldn't wake up not being able to get out of bed. You shouldn't not be able to bend down and lift a box at 50. You shouldn't not be able to reach up in your cabinet without your shoulder hurting. You shouldn't be having headaches every day. You shouldn't be having headaches once a week. So many things have just been convinced, not the right word, as normal. Marketed as normal, and they're not. And a pill seems to be easier than changing what you eat, than changing how much exercise you get, than changing how much sleep you get. And why is that so hard? Because it's hard. It takes conscious effort and decisions to choose wellness over comfort. So often in life, the areas that we grow in are not comfy. We had to go through an uncomfortable period of time in order to graduate to that next level of, I don't know, excellence, whatever you want to call it. Like, you're not going to get faster running the same paced mile. You have to push yourself. You have to run harder. You have to lift heavier in order to get stronger. Does that suck? Some days, yeah. But god damn it, so is not being able to sit up off of the toilet when I'm 75 years old. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to sit in my bathroom waiting for someone to come wipe my butt and help me off the toilet seat because I physically cannot stand up. That sounds awful. I don't want someone to have to make my food for me because I can't last standing up in the kitchen, lifting pots above my head, grabbing milk from the fridge because it weighs 4 pounds. That sounds awful. I don't want to have to worry about tripping. I don't want to have to worry about going upstairs. I don't want to have to worry about, maybe mildly jogging for my life. Taking care of my kids. Grabbing my children and running from danger. Lifting my husband, or maybe not lifting, but dragging him out of the house. Like, I want to be physically able. I want to be independent for as long as I possibly can, because what is a life if I am just sitting in a chair having someone else put me through the motions of life? Kill me. Honest to goodness, that sounds awful. Our diet now impacts mental diseases, dementia, Alzheimer's, everything like that. So much of it is preventative. And I'm not going to guarantee that you're never going to get it, because I can't do that. That's just impossible. The odds are someone eventually is going to get it. But there are things that you can do, like not smoke. Probably don't drink is the best, because those things are like carcinogens. Smoking, especially, honestly, both the smoking and drinking are risk factors for almost every single disease that we look at in school. Obesity, being overweight, a bad diet that's full of fats. Like, you look at this stuff and it's like, okay, if I were to just eat healthy, whole foods within a moderate amount, don't stuff myself, listen to my body when I'm full, eat the right things, drink enough water, get enough sleep, do some exercise, keep my body moving, like, I'm generally gonna be okay. If I eat a variety of food, I'm gonna get berries, I'm gonna get dark greens, I'm gonna get meat, I'm gonna get some carbs, I'm gonna get, whatever. And it's all gonna balance itself out. And that's all preventative. That's, you're putting in money now so that you don't have to pay for a $60,000 heart surgery. I have no idea how much that is. I pulled that number out of my booty cheeks. But still, pay an extra. Groceries cost the same. I bought groceries the other week. It's been more than a week ago. It's honestly, we're coming up on a month, and it cost me $73 to buy a pack of chicken, thighs, pack of chicken breasts, cottage cheese, yogurt, frozen veggies, and that is the simplest meal. You don't have to think about frozen veggies. As soon as you get home from the store, you bake the chicken so that it's already done. All you have to do is cut it up and weigh how much you have, count your nutrients, count your macros. Being healthy is not hard. It just takes effort. And effort can be hard. But choose your hard. You're either going to be comfy now and miserable when you're 75, or hard now and kind of doing okay when you're 85, 90. This world isn't perfect, but I like it. I want to be here as long as I can, because I think I have the capability of impacting a ton of lives. God's blessed me in so many ways. I don't want to just throw that away. I want to be able to help people for as long as I can. I need to take care of myself. And if there's like anything I've learned, it's like mentors help. Having an image to look up to helps. And not just someone that seems fake, like a celebrity or anything, but like someone that you can actually like go and talk to. I want to be that person. I want to be someone that people look up to and they're like, well, damn, she's doing it, so it's possible. Like, what do I need to change so that it is happening in my life? I love this stuff. I love it. And I love people. And I love this life. And I want everyone to experience it on the fullest, maximalist level that they can in a healthy way. And you just can't do that if you're not taking care of yourself. So, if you're watching this, I encourage you to do something hard today. Not your life. Do 5 extra squats. Slow down. Take time. Think. Think. Oh my gosh. Think for yourself. What do you think about that? Don't just have something tell